हेलो एवरीवन एंड वेलकम टू द ब्रेन वेव्स। पिछले वीडियो में हमने डिस्कस किया था गूगल कोलैब के बारे में एंड वी हैव आल्सो सीन अ डेमो ऑफ गूगल कोलैब। आज से हम लोग डिस्कस करने वाले हैं पाइथन फंडामेंटल्स के बारे में। टुडे वील सी व्हाट आर द वेरिएबल्स, हाउ टू डिक्लेयर द वेरिएबल्स एंड हाउ टू यूज देम। लेटर we'll talk about the Python data types, but ये वीडियो ज़्यादा लंबा ना हो इसलिए I will cover the numbers and string in this video and lists, dictionary, tuples and sets we will discuss in the next video. So let's start. So we'll start with what do you mean by variables. Variables are the containers where we can store our data values, whatever the data we want to use in our program, that we'll be storing in a containers, and those containers are called as the variables. So we'll see in the demonstration actually what do you mean by variables and how to declare them. Then variables do not need to be declared with any particular type in Python programming as like the other programming languages where we need to declare the variables along with their data types, but in Python we need not declare the type of the variables. Okay, now there are certain rules for the Python variables. Rule number 1, a variable name must starts with a letter or an underscore. Rule number 2, a variable name cannot start with a number. Rule number 3, it can only contain the alphanumeric characters like alphabets and numbers and the underscores. There will not be any special symbols allowed in the declaration of the variables, and variable names are case sensitive. So whenever I will be declaring a, small a, and whenever I will be declaring capital A, those two will be treated as a different variable. These are the valid variable names. Let's see few invalid variable names. So you can see these are the invalid variable names which are the different data types in Python. So total there are 6 data types are there. The first data type is numbers, the second data type is string, the third data type is list, the fourth data type are dictionaries, fifth data type is nothing but tuples, and the sixth data type is nothing but sets. So all you can see there are total 6 data types are there, out of which numbers and strings I am going to cover in this video, and later in the next video we will talk about lists, dictionaries, tuples and sets. So let me start with numbers. So numbers are basically, there are 3 categories of the numbers in the Python programming. The first one is integers, the second one is float, and the third one is the complex. So let me tell you some examples of that. You can see integer numbers are nothing but the numbers where I am having the example like x is equals to 10 or y is equals to 25 or any number which will be a pure integer number. Then the next category is nothing but float, which is a decimal number. I will be having a decimal point in between. So you can see x is equals to 10.78, y is equals to 25.47, like that. And lastly complex numbers where I will be having a j as a imaginary part. So you can see x is equals to 10j and y is equals to 25j, where that j stands for the imaginary number. So let me show you the demo of these numbers. So for that purpose let me quickly start with the Jupyter notebook. आप चाहे तो और दूसरा आईडी यूज़ कर सकते हो, जैसे पाइचार्म या गूगल कोलैब या स्पाइडर या कोई और जो हम लोगों ने पिछले वीडियो में देखा था, उनमें से कोई भी आईडी आप यूज़ कर सकते हो। मैं यहाँ पे जुपिटर नोटबुक यूज़ करने वाला हूँ। सो लेट मी क्विकली ओपन इट। मैंने यहाँ पे सिंपली टाइप किया है जुपिटर, यू कैन सी जुपिटर नोटबुक, आई एम ओपनिंग इट, और ये हमारे क्रोम ब्राउज़र के साथ ओपन हो गया है। तो यू कैन सी नाउ इट हैज़ बीन ओपन। अब मैं यहाँ पे एक न्यू फाइल लेता हूँ, न्यू पाइथन 3 फाइल। So it will open a new Jupyter notebook. तो यहाँ पे हम लोग पहले वेरिएबल के बारे में देखते हैं, सो दैट यू विल हैव वेरी क्लियर आइडिया. अगर मैं यहाँ पे लिखता हूँ माई वैर इज इक्वल्स टू 12, और रन करने के लिए हम लोग जनरली लिखते हैं शिफ्ट एंटर. So you can see shift enter, so there is no error, means it is completely executed. If I am writing my underscore var is equals to 12, so it is also will be treated as true. It is correct, it is valid one. If I am writing suppose my space var is equals to 12, so you can see here I have given a space, so it should be an invalid one, invalid declaration, so it should give error. You can see it is an invalid error, invalid syntax, right? Now if I am doing here suppose my hyphen var, you can see it will be again should be given as an invalid syntax, cannot assign to an operator, because ये जो hyphen है, this hyphen will be treated as a minus sign. Okay, now let me take some examples. If I am taking a is equals to, yes, simply I am writing suppose a, this is a variable. If I want to define, you can see we cannot define any name like this, because this is not a variable name. If I want to assign a variable name, then I should give it, or I should assign some value. So if I am writing a is equals to 10, it will be treated as valid one. If I am taking it as suppose b is equals to 20, so it will be also treated as a valid one, right? And later on if I am writing a plus b, it will be giving me the output 10 plus 20 comes out to be 30, or if I am writing a into b, it should give me the multiplication of 10 and 20, 200 should be the answer. So you can see, so ये हो गए दोस्तों वेरिएबल्स जिसके बारे में हम लोगों ने अभी बात की है. नाउ विल टॉक अबाउट द नंबर्स. ये नंबर्स होते क्या है. नंबर लेने के लिए अगर सपोज मैं लेता हूँ, यहाँ पे मैंने ऑलरेडी वेरिएबल लिया हुआ है a इज इक्वल्स टू 10 एंड b इज इक्वल्स टू 20. सो सिंपली आई विल चेक द टाइप ऑफ a. सो यू कैन सी द टाइप ऑफ a इज इंटेजर. इफ आई वांट टू चेक, सपोज आई एम डूइंग नाउ b इज इक्वल्स टू 10.75, दिस इज अ decimal number, and if I want to check the type, so type will be what? Type of b, what should be the type? It will be float, right? Now I will take another variable, suppose c is equals to 10j. Now if I want to check the type of c, you can see the type of c is complex. So these are the three different types of the numbers: integer, float and complex. Okay, now suppose, now let me take another example. If I am taking number is equals to, suppose I am writing 10 greater than 7, and if I am running it, and if I want to check the type, if I want to check what is the value of number, so it will be giving me the answer in terms of a boolean values, either true or false. That is called as a boolean numbers or boolean values. So you can see number will be true because 10 is greater than 7, the condition will be true. This is the logical operator: greater than, less than equals to, greater than equals to, double equals to. So these are all the logical operators. So if I am using here a logical operator as 10 greater than 7, the answer of the number will be true. And if I want to check the type of this number, what will be the answer? The answer will be boolean. You can see here bool. So this is the boolean variable. Okay, now let me come back to the presentation. So this is all about the numbers. Now let me start with the strings. So string is nothing but an array of the character. String is an array of characters. Whenever we write any string, suppose I am taking an example here as a brainwaves. So these are the number of characters are there, which is an array of characters, which is a string. One other example I have taken here, z is equals to India. Okay, so let me come to that part. What do you mean by string? Let me go back to the Jupyter notebook. So here if I am writing suppose name is equals to brainwaves and if I want to check the length of this name, it will give me the answer. You can see the total there are 10, the length of the string which I have entered here as the brainwaves, their total length of this particular string is 10. Now if I want to check what is the character present at the index 3, so I can check like this. Whatever the index I want to put, that I will put here. Suppose I want to check what is the character which is present at this index 3, so it will give me the answer as you can see 0, 1, 2, 3. At index 3 I am having a character I. If I want to check the character which is present at 9 or 2, if I want to check what is the character which is present at 2, so it will give me the answer as A, because you can see this is 0, 1 and 2. The character which is present at 2 is A. Okay. Now if I am trying to assign a value to the string or to the particular character of that string, then it will be giving an error, because the string reassignment or the character which is present in the string, we cannot reassign a value. So if I am trying to do like that, name of 2 equals to, if I want to assign the value as D, because you can see at name of 2 the character which is present as A, but I want to assign the value to A as D, so you can see it will give me an error. You can see what is the error? The string object does not support the item assignment, means I cannot reassign a particular value or character to that string. Okay. Now let me go back to the presentation. So there is one more topic that is called as the string slicing. So what do you mean by the string slicing? So we can do the string slicing by specifying the starting index and the end index separated by the colon. So you can see here I have written what do you mean by string slicing. If I am writing here, if I am taking a string x is equals to single and z is equals to India, and if I am printing x from 1 to 3, so what will be the answer? Means I am going to start from the index 1 and I am going up to 3, but I will not include 3 in the output. So let me show you directly with the help of a Jupyter notebook. So here you can see, if I am taking the name as an example, right, and if I am writing here name of 0 to 5, 0 separated by, sorry, it is colon not semicolon, 0 to 5, what will be the answer? You can see what was name actually when we have entered, the name was brainwaves, but if I am writing name of 0 colon 5, what will be the answer? The answer will be, I am going to start from 0, the index 0 is B, then R, then A, then I, then N. So you can see 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So only this particular substring will be given as a output. This will not get included up to 5, means this is the end of this string, this is the ending index of the string, but 5 will not get included. Up to 5 that particular string will be taken. So you can see it will be brain. But if I am taking here suppose 6, then the output will be different. You can see W will get included. Okay, so I will write here 5. Then if I am writing suppose name of 5 and I am not giving name of 5 and I am not giving anything here, right, what will be the output? You can see the output will be like this, only waves will be the output, because you can see my starting index is starting from 5, so the starting index is 5, means what? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it will start from W, and where I am going to end, here he has not given anything where I should end, so it will take the whole string which will start from 5 and it will end up to the string which this particular string has ended. So that's why I am getting the output as waves. Okay. Likewise, if I am writing suppose name of 0 colon, and here I am not specifying anything, so means what, I will be getting the entire string. So you can see I will be getting the entire string as brain waves. Okay. So this is all about these strings. So I hope so whatever I have tried to tell you regarding how to assign the variable names, how to assign the variable names, this is the way we have assigned the variable names. Then we have talked about what do you mean by numbers, how to assign the numbers. So there are three categories of the numbers: integer, float and complex. Then we have talked about strings. So in strings, how to assign the string, how to check the value which is present at a particular index, that also we have spoken about. And then we have talked about the string slicing. अगले वीडियो में हम बात करेंगे जो रिमेनिंग डेटा टाइप्स है, लिस्ट, डिक्शनरीज, टपल्स और सेट्स के बारे में। आशा करता हूँ दोस्तों आपको ये वीडियो अच्छा लगा होगा, और अगर आपको ये अच्छा लगा है देन काइंडली शेयर, कमेंट एंड सब्सक्राइब टू माय चैनल. And regarding these videos, if you are facing any difficulty or doubts, then post your comment on the video. I will definitely try to solve it. See you in the next video. Till then, goodbye. May God bless you.